California to Florida is the number one or number two interstate relocation corridor in the country, depending on the year. The Orlando market specifically has absorbed a significant wave of California transplants over the last 5 years, from the Bay Area, LA, San Diego, and Sacramento. I've helped many of them make this transition. Today I want to give you the most complete, most honest version of this conversation that exists, 10 points. The finances, the lifestyle, the practical realities, and the genuine trade-offs. No cheerleading, no doom and gloom, just the actual picture. Now, let's start with the most important one. Point 1, state income tax, the biggest financial variable. California has the highest state income tax rate in the entire country, 13.3% for top earners. Even at a moderate income level, Californians earning $100,000 are paying 6 to 9% in state income tax. Florida has 0. On day 1 of Florida residency, that stops completely. For a household earning $200,000, the savings can be $12,000 to $26,000 annually. Over 10 years, potentially $120,000 to $260,000 that stays in your household. Point 2, housing value, the number that stops people in their tracks. A $1.2 million home in San Jose suburbs, maybe 2,000 square feet, no pool, older construction, small yard. That same $1.2 million in Windermere or Dr. Phillips buys you a 4,000 to 5,000 square foot home, gated community, with a pool, 3-car garage. The difference is genuinely staggering. Even at a lower price point, a $700,000 California condo or starter home translates to a 3,500 square foot pool home in Lake Nona or Horizon West. Every California buyer I've worked with has had the same moment when they first see what their budget gets them here. Point 3, the full cost picture, where Florida pushes back. Homeowners insurance is much more expensive. Budget $3,000 to $5,000 per year. Property tax resets to your purchase price, so don't look at the previous owner's bill. Summer electric bills run $200 to $350 per month. HOA fees in desirable communities run $300 to $1,000 per month. Net, the higher insurance and utilities against the income tax savings in virtually every California household comes out meaningfully ahead in Florida. Point 4, the weather, the honest comparison. California genuinely has exceptional weather in most of the state. Bay Area weather is some of the most temperate on earth. Southern California is famously known for being perfect. Florida has 2 seasons most transplants describe clearly, the glorious season and the summer season. The glorious season runs through October through May, 75-degree afternoons, low humidity, blue skies, outdoor dining in January, beach days in February. Californians adapt to this the fastest because it feels very familiar. Florida summer, though, is completely different. June through September is hot and humid in a way most of California does not experience. Most California transplants describe the first summer as an adjustment, the second as manageable, and by the third, they figured out the rhythm. Morning activities, afternoon indoors, out again in the evening. Point 5, outdoor lifestyle, the comparison that surprises people. California's outdoor scene is world-class. Mountains, national parks, Pacific coastline. That specific combination is hard to replicate anywhere in the world. What Orlando offers is completely different, but more accessible on a daily basis. Hundreds of lakes within the metro, spring-fed swimming holes like Wekiva Springs that are genuinely extraordinary. Beaches on both coasts, 45 to 90 minutes away. Excellent trail systems in communities like Lake Nona, and theme parks that become a lifestyle, not a once-in-a-decade vacation. Point 6, the pace and culture shift. Orlando is a slower city than LA or the Bay Area in all ways that phase applies, both positive and negative. The pace of daily life is gentle. People are friendlier in casual interactions, less traffic aggression, less professional hyper-competitiveness. For most families, especially those with kids, this is one of the most unexpected and welcoming changes. The culture trade-off is real. Orlando doesn't have the art scene of LA or the culinary innovation of the Bay Area. The dining scene has improved significantly, but it's a different tier. This matters to some transplants more than others. Point 7, car culture, a genuine similarity. If you're moving from Los Angeles or the Bay Area suburbs, the adjustment to a car-dependent city is essentially 0. You're already living that way. Orlando is a car-dependent in the same structural way as most of California. The difference, Orlando traffic. While real is generally less severe than most of LA, the 417 and 408 toll roads move well during peak hours compared to what California transplants are used to. I hear this consistently. The commute feels manageable here in a way it stopped feeling in California years ago. Point 8, diversity and community, an underrated Orlando strength. Orlando is one of the most genuinely diverse cities in the United States in culture, language, national origin, and background. The Puerto Rican community here is one of the largest in the entire country. There are substantial Brazilian, Filipino, Jamaican, Colombian communities woven into the fabric of the city. For California transplants used to true cultural diversity in multi-ethnic communities, Orlando does not disappoint whatsoever. This is one of the city's most underrated qualities, and it's reflected in the food, the music, and the daily life in a way that matters. Point 9, what Californian transplants genuinely miss. I always ask my California clients 6 months after they move what they miss the most. The answers are remarkably consistent. Mountains. You cannot replicate the Sierra Nevada, the Santa Cruz Mountains, or the Angels National Forest. The closest thing in Florida is a gentle hill. If mountains are a deeply important part of your outdoor life, this is a real loss that doesn't fully fill in. In-N-Out Burger. I know this sounds minor, but I hear it every single time, and I'm gonna honor it because it's a cultural significance if by including it. The specific energy of California. There's a creative entrepreneurial electricity to the Bay Area and LA that is genuinely hard to find in the same intensity anywhere else. If you're deeply embedded in the tech startup ecosystem or the creative industry of LA, you may feel this absence. Cool evenings. California evening temperatures are a revelation after a hot day. Florida summer nights remain warm and extremely humid. Point 10, why most people don't ever look back. Within 6 months, the financial relief is palpable. The stress of California cost of living, the housing insecurity, the taxes, the feeling that you're running in place financially is replaced by a sense of actual progress. The mortgage payment is affordable, the school is great, the neighborhood is safe, the kids are thriving. The things they thought they'd miss most are replaced by new rituals in a new community faster than they expected. People find their coffee shop, their trail, their community. Orlando rewards the people who engage with it. I've helped a lot of families move from California. Almost none of them ever move back. The ones who have expressed any regret almost always identify it moving to the wrong part of Orlando, not Orlando itself, which is exactly why neighborhood research matters so much. If you're a Californian seriously considering this move and want to talk through your specific situation, your income, your equity, your timeline, and your lifestyle, that's exactly what I do in a free 30-minute strategy call. Link is in the description below. Subscribe for 2 new videos every single week and drop your California city in the comments so I know who I'm talking to.